The following is a paid program. Opinions and views expressed do not necessarily reflect the views of this station.
Off the Beaten Path is brought to you by Tailwater Lodge, Altmaier, New York. Lee Buick and GMC of Boomville, New York. PSC Archery. New York State Big Buck Club. Hart Rifle Barrels. Majestic Mounts by Rob Kamenow Taxidermy, Marcy, New York. Laval Sport and Farm Equipment, your local Honda dealer, www.lavalsport.com. Ripcord Arrow Rests, Black Gold Premium Bow Sights, and Otis Technology. Bettis Game Calls, Covert Scouting Cameras, and Whitetail Institute. Slay, Odor Neutralizer and Ramcat Broadheads. Closed captioning is brought to you by Oneida Electrical Contractors.
We fell along with Off the Beaten Path pro staffer Shane Kurek, as he's after those long beards of spring in Madison County, New York. As this day would have it, the rain was keeping the turkeys at bay.
If you're looking for a four-season tractor, the New Holland Compact Tractor is the one for you. It has attachments like front-end loaders to move dirt or snow, brush hogs, finishing mowers, and even snow blowers. New Holland Compact Tractor is the ultimate farmhand, landscape assistant, and taskmaster. Built tough, its exceptional power, maneuverability, and ease of operation make it ideal for homeowners and part-time farmers.
To see the complete line of New Holland tractors, visit your New Holland leader in service, Clinton Tractor, today.
When performance counts, count on Hart Rifle Barrels. HartBarrels.com.
Boulevard Trailers is your New York RV dealer for quality new and used RVs. With over 50 years of experience in the RV industry, you can rest assured that at Boulevard Trailers, you'll receive the most knowledgeable and trustworthy information for all your sales and service needs. That's why we're the Tri-County's largest RV dealer. Visit our website and browse through the showroom of vehicles and accessories we have to offer. Boulevard Trailers, 2 Oriskany Boulevard, Whitesboro.
Well, persistence paid off with this bird. We've hunted the last 9 of 11 days. We've hunted in everything from torrential downpours, thunderstorms, and a gorgeous day like today. We had these birds roosted up last night. We got in here early, extra early this morning because we were going to set up pretty much right underneath them. Once it started to break daylight, we heard them gobble once, so we did a couple soft yelps and then kind of sat quiet and waited for them to do their thing. The birds actually flew down and ducked a little bit below us. So with a little bit of calling from the Bettis calls, we called him right up the hill, and he saw those decoys and went right into full strut, and he strutted the entire way in. So we shot him about 14 yards, and feels good to finally have a bird on the ground. So we've got one more tag left.
The Big Buck Profile is brought to you by the New York State Big Buck Club.
Oh, here we have another beautiful whitetail taken in New York, Honor, by George.
Yes.
Thanks for coming, stopping by. Tell us a little bit about the deer. What county?
I'll tell you, it was in Oneida County, and it was opening day of 2013, so 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
We finally got it scored after it got mounted, and it was opening day. I showed up an hour late. I slept in a little bit too far, and every one of my hunting partners is mad about that.
That's okay.
I showed up, got in my stand, and I shot a doe early in the morning, and then I was waiting around and just to see what happened next, and then saw a buck in the distance, thought it was a 6-point. Shot, came up, and this guy ran right at me and fell dead in front of my stand.
Beautiful. What score would he gross?
He was 147. He net 147, net 152 gross.
Nice. Oneida County. That's where I live. I think you shot this
yeah?
in my yard.
What town are you at? I might have. Okay.
Well, beautiful. No, thanks a lot for stopping by.
Thank you.
Talking with us. Beautiful, beautiful deer.
All right, great.
Have you been lucky enough to harvest a big whitetail or big bear in New York State? Then you need to look at the New York State Big Buck Club, the official record book for New York State's biggest and best whitetails and New York State trophy record bears. Log on to the website where you can locate your local measurer, order record books, and then swing over their Facebook page where you can locate past stories on previous hunts. So log on to NewYorkStateBigBuckClub.com.
Controlling human scent can often be the difference between success and failure. This new Slay ProLine kit comes with everything you need to neutralize and eliminate human odor. So don't cover human odor. Eliminate it with Slay.
Honda has the best-selling ATV lineup in America. That includes the wide-open America, the rocky America, and the America that's got a job to do. Add in our full line of Pioneer side-by-sides, and Honda has an off-road vehicle perfect for that most important corner of America, yours. Get low fixed APR financing and bonus bucks during the Honda ATV clearance event going on now.
Lowville Sport and Farm Equipment, East Martinsburg Road, Lowville. Visit them on the web, lowvillesport.com.
Let your hunt begin with the family dealership of Lee, Buick, and GMC of Boonville, New York, where you always deal with an owner.
Bird number 2 out of the same blind. Well, this morning was one of those mornings that you'll never forget. Absolutely perfect morning. This stud here makes me tagged out in New York my second bird of the May season. We had this big tom and another tom come in first thing this morning, gobbling their heads off. They gobbled within about 100 yards of us, probably close to 200 times. We have over 20 minutes of footage of them gobbling back and forth, slowly coming into our hen decoy. Once he got in about 15 yards, I couldn't take it anymore and I had to let the shotgun bark. So we laid him right out, right in his tracks. It was one of those mornings that will stick you with you forever, and you'll never forget it.
For all your commercial electrical needs, look at Oneida Electrical Contractors. The NECA IBEW crew stands first with safety and gets the job right and done in time. But when the job is done, they like to head straight for the outdoors and get in some fun. So when it's time for electrical needs, give them a call. Oneida Electrical Contractors, 5630 Horatio Street, Utica, New York. OneidaElectric.com.
Independent tests confirm that the pins on a black gold are 20% brighter than the next brightest bow sight. So bright that we had to use photochromatic technology to dim the pins in bright light. In low light, while the pins on other bow sights are growing dim, the pins on a black gold sight are still perfectly bright. Be the last one out of the woods at night. Get a black gold sight.
Boulevard Trailers is your New York RV dealer for quality new and used RVs. With over 50 years of experience in the RV industry, you can rest assured that at Boulevard Trailers, you'll receive the most knowledgeable and trustworthy information for all your sales and service needs. That's why we're the Tri-County's largest RV dealer. Visit our website and browse through the showroom of vehicles and accessories we have to offer. Boulevard Trailers, 2 Oriskany Boulevard, Whitesboro.
Cooking with Chef John Granger is brought to you by Tailwater Lodge.
Hi, welcome back to Tailwater Lodge. I'm Chef John. Today we're doing some beautiful Oneida Lake walleye. Been eating this stuff right out of that lake since I was a kid, so this is exciting for me to make. As always, I start with salt and pepper on everything. As soon as you put it on, you have to understand that that salt will pull the moisture right out of the fish almost immediately. Moisture's not your friend when you're trying to sear something. So salt and pepper both sides, and then I got this herb crust here. It's got some sage, some rosemary, some thyme. You can use any herb you want. Use 1 or 2, you don't have to use a whole bunch of them. I'll just sprinkle it on there and press it into the flesh, right? And to help the crust along a little bit, I just lightly dust the top with flour. Because I'm not going to shake it off of here, so it's just a light dusting. Okay, I got a pan about medium-high heat. You don't want it super high or you can't use extra virgin olive oil. It'll burn, won't be good, and I love that flavor of the extra virgin. So always your presentation side down first, the side that you want to present. That'll always be your best crust. The other big idea with fish is to just make sure you don't overcook it. So, like I've said before, you just want to get a nice sear on the top piece of it, and then once you flip it over, you turn the heat off and you can count to 30 when the piece is done, because it has extra heat in it that's going to carry over. That's exactly what I'll do here. I'll cook it for about a minute or 2 on this side, flip it over, let it sit, and I'll just put it to the side and make my sauce. Okay. Pretty close. See the top start to separate on that. So you know it's done. Just leave those aside and go ahead with our sauce. Now there's a little excess oil in here, so I'll just kind of, sometimes when you're pan frying or something, just get rid of that extra. When we put it back, if you're going to do what I just did, just make sure there's no excess oil burn right up over the side. So we got some shaved white onion here. Again, this is aromatic. Just add flavor to the whole sauce. It's the base for marinara and all that stuff. The onion and garlic pretty much start everything, right? Get them until they're translucent. I'm really not making a sauce per se, more like a compote or a ragu, just like a thick kind of wet, just slightly wet. So I'm going to add a little, just a touch of water. And all I'm doing here is this technique's called deglazing, and it's just pulling up any of that extra fish flavor from the fish into the sauce. It's not really part of what makes the sauce wet, so to speak. So once that, you smell that, the alcohol's gone. Because I put such a small amount in, it won't take long for the alcohol to burn out. I have some oven roasted tomatoes here. Whole roasted garlic cloves. These are, you just pour oil over whole garlic cloves, put them in the oven with aluminum foil on top for an hour at 350. You just forget about it, and they come out nice and sweet. You not only have beautiful sweet garlic that you can eat without, offending the whole world, you have a beautiful flavored garlic oil to cook with as well. So I'm just warming this stuff up. They're both already, the oven roasted tomatoes and the garlic's already cooked. We're going to fold a little spinach in here. And I just want this to kind of half wilt. So I'll let it heat from the bottom just a second. I have no seasoning in here yet, so just nothing crazy. And again, if you're not comfortable with the whole flip in the pan, you can just do this. This technique works just fine. Looks like a lot, but once that spinach gets melted down. Okay. You don't want to really cook it all the way. You kind of want to have some pieces that are all the way done. That's just how I like it anyway. There, that's perfect. I like spinach that has a little bit of body. Look at me making this. Beautiful garlic cloves, tomatoes. Everything's sweet. The garlic's sweet. You got this really nice savory piece of fish, right? So it goes together. It pairs beautifully. Put the fish right on top. Just drizzle a little bit extra virgin olive oil. This is a super healthy way to eat walleye. That's not fried like I had it my whole life when I was a kid. That's it. Herb crusted Narrow Lake walleye.
Bye guys, thank you. Have a great night. Let your hunt begin with the family dealership of Lee, Buick, and GMC of Boonville, New York, where you always deal with an owner.
The Off the Beaten Path crew would like to extend our condolences to the Lee family of Lee, Buick, GMC of Boonville, New York, on the passing of the patriarch, Richard Lee. Firearms provided by TRB's Guns, Remsen, New York. TRBsguns.com.